All right, folks, let's get real for a second. You know that gut punch when the news hits with talks of global chaos, and you're staring at your safe thinking, man, is this enough? Yeah, I've been there. Sweating over headlines that sound like World War III is knocking. But hey, don't panic. Today, we're diving into 10 guns that aren't just shiny toys. These are your no-nonsense partners when the world goes sideways, supply chains crumble, and you're out there hunting dinner or guarding your crew. We're skipping the flashy military gear. Think reliable beasts that chew common ammo, shrug off dirt, and handle everything from squirrel popping to homestead defense. I'll break them down with straight talk, real ballistics, and prices that won't empty your wallet. Plus, a dash of my own stories from the range to keep it fun. If this lights a fire under your prep plans, hit that like and follow Range Zone. We've got more raw survival tips coming your way. Glock 19, the everyday hero that never quits. Man, if there's one pistol that's like that trusty old buddy who always shows up, it's the Glock 19. Compact for hiding under your shirt, beefy enough to throw down in a scrap, and chambered in 9mm. The round that's basically everywhere. Picture this. A 115-grain bullet zipping out at 1,200 feet per second, slamming with over 350 foot-pounds of energy. It's not about being the biggest bully. It's that sweet spot of stopping power and ammo you can scrounge from anywhere. Heck, the U.S. pumps out over 1.5 billion 9mm rounds a year, and as NATO's go-to, you'll find it in old military stashes, or even your neighbor's drawer. At about 25 to 40 cents a pop, stocking up is a no-brainer. What makes it legendary? Simplicity, my friends. Just 34 parts, striker fired, and it laughs at abuse. I've buried one in mud during a rainy range day, dug it out, and it still popped off rounds like nothing happened. Standard 15+1 mag, options for bigger ones, and you can strip it down tool-free in seconds. Grabs one for $500 to $700, and trust me, that's chump change for the peace of mind it brings when things get dicey. Ruger Mini 14, the undercover powerhouse. Okay, let's talk about blending in while packing heat. The Ruger Mini 14 nails it. It's been around forever, proving you don't need to look like a commando to be deadly. Chambered in 223 Remington or 5.56 NATO, it slings a 55-grain bullet at over 3,200 feet per second, hitting with 1,200 plus foot-pounds. That's solid for deer-sized game or fending off trouble without overkill. In a collapse? That 5.56 is gold, second most made rifle round in the States, scattered in battlefields and depots. 50 to 80 cents per round means you can hoard without regret. Unlike an AR that screams tactical, this one's woodstock makes you look like a farmer chasing coyotes. I've slipped through sketchy spots looking just like that, no questions asked. Gas-operated, runs filthy, priced $800 to $1,000. It's not cheap, but that stealth factor? Priceless when blending in keeps you alive. Mossberg 590A1. Your home fortress in a tube. Nothing says back off like racking a 12-gauge into a Mossberg 590A1. Built to military specs, this shotgun's a tank. Steel guard, thick barrel, parkerized to handle hell. Load up double-lot buck, 933 caliber balls at 1,200 feet per second, unleashing 1,300 plus foot-pounds like a lead storm. Switch to slugs for punching cars, or bird shot for birds. Talk about versatile. Ammo? 12 gauge is king, everywhere from hunting shacks to civilian stashes, not hogged by armies. $1 to $3 per shell, and used models at $500? Steel? I once relied on mine during a blackout storm. That thud of chambering around? Instant confidence booster when you're hunkered down protecting what's yours. A K-47, the indestructible beast. Ah, the AK-47. If guns had a Hall of Fame for toughness, this one's the MVP. Dragged through mud, sand, and snow in wars worldwide, chambered in 7.62 by 39 millimeters. A 123 grain slug at 2,350 feet per second packs 1,500 plus foot-pounds. Brute force that works when fancy stuff fails. Loose tolerances mean it cycles through grit. I've seen 'em pulled from swamps and still firing. Over 100 billion rounds made since '43 produced globally. 35 cents each. You'll find it anywhere chaos hits. MSRP, $800 to $1,200 for a good one. It's like that old truck that never dies. In survival, that's the reliability you bet your life on. Ruger 1022, the quiet feeder. Survival's not all bang bang. Sometimes it's about quietly putting food on the fire. Enter the Ruger 1022 in 22 LR. Lightweight semi-auto slinging 40-grain bullets at 1,070 feet per second. Not a powerhouse, but deadly accurate for rabbits or squirrels. Ammo magic. Over 2 billion rounds yearly in the U.S., even during shortages. 8 to 12 cents a round, stack thousands cheap. MSRP $300 to $400, blowback action runs dirty forever. I've taken mine on camping trips, one quiet shot, dinners sorted without wasting big ammo. Efficiency wins when bullets are precious. Precision bolt action in .308 Winchester, the long-reach equalizer. When threats are way out there, a bolt action like the Remington 700 in .308 is your sniper buddy. 150 grain bullet at 2,820 feet per second, 2,650 foot-pounds. Drops big game or stops trouble at 600 plus yards. Basically, twins with 7.62 x51 NATO, so military stockpiles galore. $1 to $2 per round, sub-MOA accuracy, for $600 to $1,000 with glass. I've dialed in shots at the range that felt like cheating. In real chaos, it's your don't come closer insurance. Smith & Wesson J-frame revolver, the pocket guardian. Not every day's a battlefield. Sometimes you need something sneaky. The J-frame in .38 special is that 15 ounces, 6 inches, vanishes in your pocket. 5 shots of 125 grain at 950 feet per second. Enough punch for close calls. Produced since 1898, not military, so it sticks around. 50 to 70 cents a round. Works in .357s too. MSRP $400 to $600. I've carried one on hikes. It's like having a secret sidekick that nobody sees coming. AR-15, the shapeshifter. Adapt or die, right? The AR-15 is the ultimate chameleon in .556-223, 62 grain at 3,200 frames per second, 1,250 foot-pounds, handles runs or precision with swaps, billions of rounds out there, shares with Mini 14, 100 million mags, endless mods, MSRP $600 to $800. I've built mine from scraps. It's like Lego for grown-ups, ready for any mess. FN Scar 17S, the heavy hitter. For serious punch, the Scar 17S in 7.62x51 NATO delivers. 150 grain at 2,750 feet per second, 2,500 foot-pounds. Barriers? What barriers? Clean piston system, modular everything, NATO mags, MSRP $3,000, but worth it for that hammer scalpel vibe. I've shot one at demos. Feels like overkill, but in a pinch, unmatched. Kel-Tec Sub 2000, the packable powerhouse. Mobility matters. The Sub 2000 in 9mm folds to backpack size, 4 pounds light. Shares ammo mags with Glocks, 115 grain at 1,300 feet per second to 100 yards. MSRP $500 to $600. I've tossed mine in a bag for road trips, unfolds fast. Keeps you light and lethal without the bulk. Look, when everything crumbles, it's not the fanciest gun that saves you. It's the reliable kit that fits the chaos. These 10 cover close fights to long shots, all built on common ammo and grit. It's about that quiet confidence knowing you're ready. If this sparked ideas for your setup, like and follow Range Zone. Let's keep prepping together, because tomorrow's not promised.